Tonight, entry denied. Senator Bill Nelson and Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz try to get inside a Homestead facility for unaccompanied immigrant minors and are turned away. That facility was reopened by the Trump administration to house those minors, and tonight, Senator Nelson says there are children at the facility who were separated from their parents. CBS 4's Gary Nelson is live tonight in Homestead to explain. Gary?
94 children here in this lockup that have been separated from their parents who are under arrest elsewhere in the United States. Elliot, I have never seen a United States senator barred entrance to a federal facility, particularly after having called ahead. But that's exactly what happened here today, both the U.S. senator and a congresswoman.
He is waiting.
U.S. Senator Bill Nelson and Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz arrived to tour this just-revealed compound in Homestead, where the Trump administration is holding up to 1,000 unaccompanied minor immigrants, scores of them separated from their parents who are under arrest elsewhere. But as the federal lawmakers reached the entry, they were told to go away,
Trespassing on federal property.
that they were trespassing.
So we cannot go in. I was told this morning that we were going to be able to come into the facility.
And the U.S. senator was livid.
This is in my state of Florida, and we are being denied entry to see about the welfare of children.
The existence of this lockup for immigrant kids was revealed only yesterday. One reason why Wasserman Schultz has called for Kirstjen Nielsen, the Homeland Security Director, to resign.
But she has repeatedly lied publicly to the press, to Congress, to the American people, that there is a family separation policy.
Today's refusal by the Trump administration to let the lawmakers tour the facility left them thinking the worst.
They obviously are hiding something.
They are trying to cover up and not let the American public see what's really going on here. Are they abusing these kids? Are they sleeping on the floor? Are they in cages like we've seen when video has been shot? This is an absolute outrage.
The Department of Health and Human Services that contracts out the child detention camps told the lawmakers maybe they could come back on 2 weeks' notice. A handful of immigrant activists turned out today.
We don't even know how these children were brought here. Were they flown in here to Homestead Air Force Base? It's all a big secret.
The lawmakers called the Trump policy of family separation immoral.
Is this what America is today?
This is what America is today in Homestead and at encampments like it in towns across the country. After having had to learn about this encampment here in Homestead only yesterday, Schultz, Wasserman Schultz and Nelson both are incensed. And then after having been turned away today, after having called ahead yesterday to let them know they were coming, they were doubly angry. Nelson said he would be flying back to Washington tonight and explode like a volcano on the floor of the U.S. Senate. We're live in Homestead. Gary Nelson, CBS 4 News.
Gary, thank you. We should note this facility is run by a private company that contracts with the state of Florida. Now, we saw some of the exchange between an official at the facility and Senator Nelson and Congresswoman Wasserman Schultz in Gary's report. Here's more of it, picking up from the moment they learned they were being denied access.
Well, what changed? Why are we not able to do that?
I'm not sure the change, but the message right now is they love to speak to you guys over in the building there, and they'll be able to express reasons why you can't get access at this moment.
Okay. All right, Mr. Orr, we understand that you don't have anything to do with this, and this puts you in a tough position. But I just want to make sure this is a federally contracted facility here. This is the involvement of federal funds, and we are being denied entry to see about the welfare of children, as well as to find out about the children that have been separated from their parents. And that's why we are here.
What's the reason that we aren't able to come in? This is a public facility.
Mr. Orr doesn't know.
I don't have a reason.
You don't have a reason.
He just been talking.